Be really pleased with that performance today, Steph. Really complete performance, I think.
Yeah, no, I thought we were good. I thought obviously, listen, Cove have also got a small squad similar to us just now, but they played a really strong team. I think only Megginson missed out, who they may be protecting a wee bit. So we worked obviously through the week on combating their 3-5-2 and their threats going forward, and where we could maybe go and expose it. And to be fair, I thought the boys played really, really well. I thought it was back to the team that we saw last season. I thought off the ball we were excellent. I thought our structure was really, really good. I thought we limited a team that was a playoff team last year in the league above to very, very few chances. I think maybe one header at the back post, and apart from that, I thought we looked really comfortable.
You talk about the off the ball work. I can't remember more tackles in a match made by an Elgin team than for a long time. They really were breaking the play up really well today.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're obviously stat daft, but like the stats that the midfield in particular put in last year in terms of tackles were right up there with all the leagues in the country, right up the top. And that's what you need to do. Like, the teams come here, don't care whether they're travelling 5 minutes or 5 hours. They need to come here and not want to come back, whether they win, lose or draw. So that's what's got to be the foundation of everything that we do. And I thought the players stuck to that well, and your structure and ability to get around second balls was good. First runner, second, third, fourth, and then we win, and then we can go and break. It's just the execution of the break that can be. Yeah, he's got his own personal target. I won't dig him out and tell you what it is, but I think he's got a good chance of making it. We spoke about his movement, and I thought our wide players sometimes are guilty of coming in too early, and they compact things and make it a wee bit easier for the opposition. But I think the goal comes across, and he comes off the left at the perfect time, starts wide, comes in, gets across Kane, who played really well again, and it's a great finish. It could have almost done another one at the end. There was an outstanding block from the Cove centre.
Brilliant save.
Lots of energy and aggression as well in the performance. The intensity was there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We need to have controlled aggression and intelligent aggression. We don't just be running about kicking people. Obviously, it's about winning the ball fairly and cleanly, but also getting physically close to your opponent. And when you're within touching distance with him, make sure he can, as he's playing against you, and he can feel you. I'm not a fan of people, working your backside off to shut somebody down and stopping, 10 yards before you get and jockeying. We want to go and engage, get 2 or 3 around, and then if we get beat with a piece of good play, then it's up to us to go and recover. But we need to try and make the opposition work to break us, and I thought we'd done that today. And when we did get penetrated, our recovery was better. We're fit now, we're looking fit, we're getting better, we've still got loads of boys to come back. So yeah, on to next week to continue that, hopefully.
And back-to-back clean sheets as well, that's important.
Back-to-back clean sheets. We've had one performance this season where we've been poor against Edinburgh City. I think every other game we've been really, really good. When we create, I would say, 4 chances today where you've got to absolutely score one of them, and then maybe another 2 that are half chances. But the thing is we're creating them, and we got into those areas, and the 2 for Ollie in the first half come from great interplay. We've been working in the last 2 weeks about penetration, the runs coming from deep. We've not got the bodies there to play 2 up front just now, so if Kane's going to be there on his own, he needs to get midfield runners going beyond. And when we play with the 2 holders, sometimes we're guilty of having 7, 8 in a block back and allowing the attacking boys to go and do their thing. And I thought when we've done that today, we looked dangerous, but we've got to do it more often.
So lots of positives to report back to the gaffer, who unfortunately couldn't make it today because of illness.
No, so hopefully he gets better soon. I'm sure he will. He was on the live stream watching his house. He's got a bad chest infection, so no, he'll. I'm sure is equally as stressed watching it in his own isolated environment. He's probably in a padded room inside his own house, watching it to keep the rest of his family safe. So no, yeah. Listen, he'll be back, and the boys will work hard again this week against what has been a really, really tough opponent in our league, who have recruited really, really well, especially in the forward areas. And MCL in his knee, so his medial ligament. It's, I think, a grade 1 or 2 tear, so he'll definitely be 3-4 weeks, certainly before he's probably back in training. And then we'll just need to get him back up to speed. Dylan had to improve his conditioning. This has obviously came at the wrong time for him, so yeah, that's disappointing for him. Obviously Gal will be maybe 5 or 6 weeks. He gets an operation on Wednesday. We'll hope to have Jack McKeever back next week. Russell, another 15 minutes today. Obviously he's spent a long time on the sideline since the first day of pre-season. Russell's been injured, so we've just got to try and watch him come back. He's got a couple of tight muscles because he's come straight back into sort of training. Russell doesn't train at a less intensity. He only knows one way to train and one way to play, which was evident when he came on. So we've just got to watch him, give him the 15 minutes a day, make sure he doesn't pick up any other other injuries. But I just think when he went on today, you know, returned to the bench and they said, "Oh, look at the work rate and the energy." You can feel the energy in the ground when he comes on. Everybody can give that, and it drives more people on to do it. So we need more of the other boys to take that mantle and do that along with him.